Hello, in today's video we are looking at poultry feed formulation. Today we are starting with feed calculation. If you have been following this series, you will bear with me that we started with ingredients for poultry feed making, the nutritional analysis of all the ingredients we are going to use in this feed formulation. After that, today we are starting with how to calculate and produce your own feed based on the feed nutritional analysis we have later treated. If you have not been following the series, go to the Poultry Site TV, watch the videos, watch the series one after the other, or you go to my personal channel, Dr. Leo C. Mogu channel, look for the feed formulation and follow all the series one after the other. You will be able to know what we are doing here today. Because if you don't know the nutritional analysis of all the feed ingredients, and I also showed the videos of all these ingredients one after the other, so you need to follow this series so that you understand what we are doing today. Now I'm starting with Broiler Super Starter Feed calculation. I will start with 100 kg feed formula. And before you produce your own feed, you must know how to develop feed formula. You can't prepare cake, bread, even cook rice, beans without knowing the quantity of oil, salt, spices and other things you need to add per cup of rice. Or if you want to prepare cake or bread, per loaf of bread, what are the ingredients that is required? You need to know each of them, the quantity you need to add, so that it will not be too much. Because if the feed is not balanced, it is as good as nothing. Because your poultry cannot get the maximum benefit or maximum result without eating the balanced nutrition. So here we are starting with our Broiler Super Starter Feed calculation. Remember that Broiler Super Starter is between 23 to 24% crude protein. Starter, 21 to 22% crude protein. Then Finisher, 18 to 20% crude protein. Then the chick mash is 18% crude protein. Growers, 16 to 17% crude protein. And layers is 16% crude protein. We're going to get each of these, the protein, energy, and all that is required for the optimal growth of your broilers or any poultry bed. Here, we are starting with Super Starter. Follow the series, let's go there. Broiler Super Starter feed calculation. Stroke formulation. 100 kg. The first ingredients we are using here is maize. Number one is maize. Maize is the major ingredients. Either you use maize or cassava pea or other grains. Go back to those videos and watch. There are a lot of grains you can use to substitute maize. Even cassava flour can also be used to substitute maize up to some percentage. But here we are making use of complete maize. 50. Here we are making use of maize. Here is, either you call it maize or corn, they are the same thing. Maize or corn. 54. We are using 54.50. 54.5 kg. Next one is soya bean meal. Soya bean number 2. We call it SBM. Soya bean. We are using 29 kg. Our next ingredient is granite cake meal or granite cake. Anyone? GNC. We call it GNC. Number 3. Our GNC is 6 kg. Our next ingredients is fish meal. The fish meal here using here is local fish meal, which is about 60 crude protein, fish meal, but we're using only 4 kg of it. Our next this thing is wheat offal. Wheat is from wheat processing. Number 5 is wheat offal. Our wheat offal is 2.5 kg. Our next product is limestone. Our limestone here is number 6 is limestone. Our limestone is 1 kg. 1.0 or 1, anything you call it, 1 kg. The next one is mineral. That is bone meal or dicalcium phosphate, anyone you call it. Number 7, bone meal. Bone and meat meal is 2 kg or DCP, anyone. Other DCP, dicalcium phosphate, 2 kg. Another thing is salt. 8. Salt is 0.3 kg. That's our salt. The next one is DL methionine. Is 0.2 kg. Number 9. DL methionine is 0.2 kg. Our next one is lysine. Lysine. Number 10. Lysine is 0.1 kg. Remember that some of these ingredients have lysine, little quantity of lysine in them also. Our next one is enzyme. Enzyme helps in breaking down all these food nutrients into particles. It activates the breaking down or decomposition of food nutrients for chicken to absorb it, for poultry or livestock to absorb it. Then that is enzyme number 11. 0.5 kg. That is 0.05, please, because you use little quantity. 0.05 kg because you use little quantity of it. Our next one is toxin binder. Toxin binder is a product you add to the feed to make that feed last longer so that it can destroy any harmful substance that's accompanying the feed. It helps the feed to last longer. We call it toxin binder. It's a preservative. We use 0.01 kg. Number 11. That is toxin binder, T binder. 0.01 kg. That's the toxin binder. If you calculate all this, it will give you 100 kg. That is the feed formula here now. Now let's calculate the crude protein of this particular feed. First, we are starting with our maize calculation. Calculation for crude protein. That's the first one we're going to calculate, the crude protein first. Now, the crude protein, how do you calculate it? You know the crude protein content of maize is 8.5. You're going to multiply maize. The quantity of maize is 54.5 times 8.5%. That's what it means. This is soybean. SBM. The next one is this is 29. So if you check the quantity of maize added is 54.5 times the crude protein content of maize is 8.5. That will give us about 4.62%. That's what it means. Our next one is soybean meal. The quantity here is 29 kg. Then if you multiply 29 kg by the crude protein content of soybean, that will give us this 29 times 45%. That is how to get it. That will give us about 13.05%. Now the next one is GNC. GNC here is granite cake. It's 6 kg. 6 kg, that's the quantity times the crude protein of GNC. 6, that will give us 6 times the crude protein is 45% times 45% will give us what? 6 kg times 45% crude protein content of GNC. That will give us about 2.7. That's 2.7 is the total. Now the next one is fish meal. What quality of fish meal are we using? We're using local fish meal. That will give us 60% crude protein. That will give us fish meal is 4. That is 4 kg times 60%. Now, if you have a calculator, check 4 kg and 60%. That will give us 2.40%. All these are under percentage. Our next one is wheat offer. What is the crude protein content of wheat offer? That is about 15%. If you don't know how you're getting this crude protein content or nutritional analysis, go back to the video and watch the nutritional analysis of all these ingredients one after the other. I treated all of them different videos. Now, wheat offer, the quantity of wheat offer here is 2.5. That will give us 2.5 times 15%. Use your calculator. This is the wheat offer. It's 2.5 here times 15%. That will give us 0.38%. If you add up all this will give us about 23%. 23% or 23.2% is approximately 24%. 23.2%. This is the crude protein content of this particular feed. Is 20. Let's call it 23% CP, crude protein. If you check the commercial feed you used to buy, go and check them. The maximum you can get is 21% for starter. Most of the companies 21%. If it is 23%, that will boost the immediate growth of your poultry birds. At that early stage, so in the first 2 weeks of their life during brooding, they will grow bigger. And there is no way you can achieve the same result with someone who have the same breed of chicken with good management like yours, but different in feed quality. If your feed quality is about 23% crude protein, that person starts with 21% crude protein. You two of you cannot get the same result. Your own result will be bigger. Your best will be bigger. Once you give them, once they are healthy, at the end, you are going to achieve better results. So let's go to the metabolizable energy of this particular feed now. This is another thing. MOE. Another one is energy. Energy. Metabolizable energy. That's what it means. If you check here, the leaflet that comes with your poultry feed, commercial poultry feed, you see all this, you see where they analyze all the feed. Most of them are correct, some of them are not correct. Some of them, they just add this for you to move you, to motivate you to buy the feed. Some of them, when you take it to lab, it may not give you that same result. But this is what they assume that the feed contains. So we are starting with the metabolizable energy. Remember, this is not the only the ingredients we have here. Here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Livestock does not have protein. Bone meal does not have protein. Salt does not have metabolism. All this does not have anything protein. The only protein content of this feed is these 5 numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Others are not. They are for minerals. If you check the previous video, see where I listed mineral suppliers of all different poultry ingredients. Also, you see them also. Minerals are their own, energy is their own. Then we have crude protein, we have energy, then we have others. They are there. Each of them have their own separate videos. Go and watch that video so that you'll be able to understand what we are doing here. Now, the energy. Each of these products have their own energy, natural energy that God have given to them also. That's why if you drink water, the energy it will give you is different from when you eat swallow. The kind of energy you get when you drink ordinary water is different from the energy you get when you eat swallow. So all these products have their own energy content given to them by the creator of those fruits. Now we are starting with maize. Maize is the number 1. Corn or maize. Corn. Now, metabolizable energy, natural, that's organically in corn, is about 3,400 calories per kilogram. It's 3,400. Though it depends on how the quality of that corn, is it yellow or white corn, and how you preserve it also matters a lot. So what you do now, multiply the quantity by the natural energy. That will give 54.5. Let me do it here. 54.5 times 3,400. 400. Please, if you have calculator, do it and get there. So it will give us about 185,300. Give us 185,300. Then the next one on the list is soya bean. It has its own energy also. It's about 2,450. This will give us 29 times 2,450. Use a calculator and do it. Please, as we are working on, use it and see whether we are getting accurately or not. Then that soya bean will give us about 71105. That's what is going to give us. The next one is soya bean. We are through with soya bean. The next one is granite cake meal, GNC. That's the next one, GNC. GNC is 6 kg. 6 kg times. What is the natural energy content of granite cake? That's 2,500 times 2,500. If you multiply it, it's going to give us about 15,000. That's what it means. Then the next one is wheat offal. A fish meal, please. Fish meal is the fourth one. Fish meal is 4 kg times the total energy content of fish meal is 2,800. That will give us about 11,200, I think, 11,200. Now, the next one, which is the final one on these ingredients, is the wheat offal. What's the total energy content of wheat offal? It's about 1,800. 1,800. Then we multiply by 2.5. Use your calculator and do it, please. That will give us about 4,500. If you add up all this, use your calculator and add all 0, 0, 0, 0. This will give us 5. Add all the total of them. That will give you the total energy content of this, which will give us about 2,871. That is total energy content. That is metabolizable energy of is 2,871. That is the metabolizable energy of this, and it is under K. That's K per kilogram. That's how it is measured. This is measured in percentage. So if you check the nutritional composition of other ingredients, you are going to get, we are getting energy. You can get fat. Now what you do is check the fat content of corn. Now you multiply it by the percentage. If the fat of corn is about 7%, natural fat, I mean 7%, what you do now is 54.5 times 7%. Then if that of soybean is about 10%, what you do is 29 times 10%. Then that of granite cake is about 8%. That will go 6 times 8%. That of fish is about 12%. It's 4 times 12%. Then with offal, multiply like that, you get this also. Add all, you get it also. That's how you can get other fats, other ones are from beginning to the end. We are going to stop because I'm going to treat super starter. I also treat super starter and starter can go together. The next one now is grower. I will continue like that. So that I want this video to stop here because I don't want to exceed this length. So you can do the others by yourself. You have seen it. We are through with Broiler Super Starter. Either use Super Starter to start your broilers or use starter feed. Any of them can go. Please, if you want training on poultry feed, how to make poultry feed from beginning to end, talk to me on the WhatsApp line. I will enroll you in the training so that you bet it is not Kobo, it's not a 10 Kobo business. So you have to know this. Some of you that say, I saw 4,000. This is membership, it's not training. If you want to be trained fully on this, you talk to me. I will not give you the price, the charge, the cost fee for this training. You want to run training on poultry in general also, talk to me on the WhatsApp line. I will also give you the training you need for you to start. Training is very important before you start any business at all. Let's stop this video because I will still go back to the formulation of feed for grower, finisher, layers, and parent stock also. Let's stop here. Share this video to reach more poultry farmers. If this particular video interests you, please give it a thumb up. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video very soon. For now, bye.